Hey, so somebody in the comments asked me, did I have any family members or do I have any family members that I do like or liked me? And absolutely, I had my uncle Skip, James Skip Lancaster, but unfortunately he died of a heroin overdose alone in his Southeast Washington, D.C. apartment. Uncle Skip was employed with the D.C. Department of General Services, working in building maintenance since 1981, so he was civil service. And the DC Department of General Services serves as the property manager for all of DC public schools. So that means my uncle was working around children since 1981 and somehow, some way, always missed taking drug tests and probably could have gotten treatment for his addiction. But his big sister, my mother, Marcia Ridley, aka Cookie Lancaster from Deanwood, used her political and labor union connections to make sure that her little brother could always skip out on drug tests. Uncle Skip had been a heroin addict probably since he was 15 years old, a habit adapted from his father, James Lancaster Sr., that introduced him to heroin. And no DC government, my mom wasn't protecting her brother from being fired. DC government does not immediately just fire all of its employees when it has a drug test, because DC government knows they would not have a workforce. If they did that, they would have mandated Uncle Skip into drug treatment. And because his sister made sure since 1981 to almost 2019, this man working around children, dealing with chemicals, dealing with boilers, was never drug tested, and he was using heroin. And anybody that know heroin is probably the most potent shit out there. His big sister made sure that he never had to take a drug test, which likely would have gotten him into the treatment that he needed for his addiction, which I to this day say is an illness. It's not a personal flaw, it's not a weakness, it's an illness. And I miss my Uncle Skip dearly.